How's it going, guys? I'm Connor here from Lost for Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about the top 8 things that need to be in Halo 5's Forge. Ever since Halo 3, Halo Forge has been a hit, and in every game it's been improved significantly. With 343's Forge Showcase right around the corner, there's a few things that come to mind that I hope Halo 5's Forge can have. The first thing that I expect Halo 5 Forge to have is a bigger palette and budget. One of the very most frustrating things in previous Halos is when you're building your map on Forge and you run out of building blocks and you just start having to use inclines as walls, or maybe upside down bridges for ceilings. Considering Halo 5 will be an Xbox One exclusive, I really expect Halo 5 to not only have more of each item in each palette, but also a bigger budget in general. Budgets in previous Halo games were necessary because too many blocks led to lag and unnecessary crashing, but Xbox One should be able to be compatible with Forge with at least double the budget they had in Halo 4. The next thing 343 needs to do to Forge is have day and night settings along with adjustable weather settings. Aren't you guys tired of using those color effects, those filters to achieve a certain theme that you're trying to get or make it look like a certain time of day? Yeah, that's not really working anymore. Being able to customize the time of day in Forge is something we've always wanted. Options in the Forge start menu would be insane. Think of your haunted minigame map having a midnight theme, with the glow of that moon being one of the only sources of light, or maybe a sunset or sunrise setting for a Slayer map you made. Now imagine how different a map would feel having it be nighttime and raining, or maybe it's snowing with a midday overcast theme. The possibilities are endless, and by adding weather and time of day options to Forge, maps will be able to be way more unique compared to one another. Coming up next is Forge World 2.0. If you asked almost any Halo fan which Forge map was the best in all of the Halo games, they'd most likely say Forge World from Halo Reach. Forge World was awesome because of 3 things: its size, and its size. Halo Reach's Forge World was bigger than any map Halo 5 will have in Warzone, and the amount of spots where you could build whatever you were trying to build seemed limitless. In Halo 5, if they can bring back a second Forge World, that'd be pretty cool. It doesn't have to look the same, but I hope they do bring back a dedicated Forge map at that scale for Halo 5. Another crucial thing 343 needs to put in Forge is more aesthetic blocks. If you're not familiar with what I mean by that, aesthetical blocks are little items under the structure category that make your map look more detailed. Aesthetical blocks can range anywhere from a bush to a computer screen to a civilian truck, similar to what we saw in Halo Reach's campaign. Aesthetical blocks and items really are what brings a map to life, and are especially great for minigames and infection maps. In Halo 4, the community was given the option to spawn trees. This was an awesome feature, but it was cut short because for whatever reason we could only spawn them in Forge Islands. In Halo 5, I want to be able to spawn trees, vegetation, and a large variety of aesthetic blocks no matter what Forge map I'm playing on. If 343 can pull that off, I already know that's going to make a lot of Forge fans happy. In just about every previous Forge release, I've always had a problem with the blocks in the structure category. Every block is gray, and it's just flat out boring color-wise. I do understand that you have the ability to change an object's colors in the object options, but that's not really enough. That only changes the trimming colors and not the entire block itself. Try making a house interior in Halo 4 with walls and a roof. When you go inside that house, the first thing that you're probably going to notice is how gray and colorless the floor, walls, and ceiling are. In fact, it's going to look so visually boring that you might not even see where the floor ends and the wall begins. What needs to happen with Halo 5 Forge is an option to change a block's texture, not just team color. Imagine hitting the X or B button on a highlighted object and being able to change its skin. For example, let's say you're building a Covenant themed base. You're setting up the interior walls and flooring, and so you hit the X button on the wall piece you just placed and change the block's texture to an option called Covenant. You hit the A button and bam, just like that, the entire wall gets splashed with this sweet purple and black Covenant pattern on it. There are so many kinds of block textures that could be added. Think about it. Wooden planks, metal, camouflage, UNSC, Forerunner. Adding a texture option to structure blocks would not only make maps look better, but also help develop map styles and themes. In Halo 4, the community was introduced to a few new Forge tools such as Rotation Snap and Magnets. In Halo 5, I expect 343 to skip ahead and add a new selection tool. Let's say you're building a pelican out of blocks in the structure category. You really like your pelican and you want to either A, copy the entire pelican and paste it somewhere else on your map, or B, copy the pelican and paste it on another Forge map that you have made. Guys, the selection tool would be easy. It would be as simple as starting at a point, holding down the A button, and creating an invisible prism that highlights every block in the pelican. From there, you could save it and paste it somewhere else on your map, or on another map that you have made. If your pelican consists of 32 blocks and you pasted it in another spot on your map, it would take 32 blocks worth out of your budget. If you were building a symmetrical map, you would only have to build half and then paste the other half in place. Halo 5 Forge needs more objects. Having more objects can bring more diversity and customization into any Forge map. We need more blocks too, more building blocks. In Halo 2 Anniversary, we saw the new 10x10 blocks, which were great, but we wanted to see more. We need more types of walls. We need circular and cylinder blocks. And similar to the aesthetic blocks, we need more terrain/natural blocks. Editing terrain by making hills and craters would be really cool, but it's not really a must-have in my opinion. I would, however, like to see more vegetation blocks like plants and bushes maybe. I'm sure Halo 5 will deliver some new objects, I just hope there's enough. We've saved the best for last, guys. The number one thing that I hope Halo 5 can have is spawnable AI. When I say spawnable AI, I'm talking about placeable elites, grunts, forerunner knights, watchers, marines. There's a ton of AI in Halo. Imagine being able to place marines in your map that you could customize to follow you around and help you fight off crawlers. Imagine how insane it would be to place 30 initial grunt spawns in a room together that you could look down into and have them all shoot up at you at once. With spawnable AI, people could practically build their own campaign levels. Think about it, initial spawns on one side of the map and you and some marines have to plow through to get to the mission objective. But guys, it doesn't stop there. Imagine being able to customize a hunter's game traits. Imagine being able to edit that hunter's base trait so that it helps you fight other AIs and acts as an ally on your side. Maybe there could be some setting that spawns an AI once you get within a certain radius of that AI's initial spawn. Maybe you could even edit the weapons the AI is holding. Guys, again, the possibilities are endless. Out of all 8 features, I personally think spawnable AIs from the campaign would be definitely the coolest addition to Halo 5's Forge. Other than that, guys, if you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a thumbs up. This did take a really long time to make, so we will be getting an Xbox One within the next month, so if we do get that, we're going to be able to record our videos in a lot better quality, and so that'll be nice. 343 studio head Josh Holmes and Frank O'Connor did say that Forge is right around the corner and they are going to showcase Forge before Halo 5's launch on October 27th, which is super awesome. Also, make sure to check out Halo Followers channel. I did use a lot of his ideas in this video from his Forge video. Link will be in the description. Peace.